As you all know, we are in the digital era and the global financial world is evolving and advancing toward a cashless society. The aim is to align with cutting edge technology and innovations, increase financial inclusion, reduce costs, and ensure efficiency and economic stability. One of the outcomes of these innovative experiments is the central bank digital currencies. Before we continue, my name is Zita, and today we are going to be discussing the race to the US digital dollar and the impact the adoption of the digital dollar will have on PNC Bank and PNC Bank customers in the financial industry. According to the IMF, the central bank digital currencies are the digital form of a country's fiat currency, which are regulated by the country's central bank. In the case of the US, it will be the Federal Reserve and the Office of the Controller of Currency. These digital currencies are powered by blockchain technology, allowing central banks to channel government payments directly to households. These currencies would offer a safe and low cost alternative to using cash. The US digital dollar is a proposed digital form of the US dollar that will be issued by the Federal Reserve, essentially serving as the central bank's digital currency. Unlike decentralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, the digital dollar would be centralized and regulated by the federal authorities, like I mentioned before. The key points to note is that the digital dollar would be a type of CBDC, a digital token that represents the US dollar. It is equivalent to the physical dollar, but exists in digital ledger. The aim is to modernize our financial system, enhance the efficiency of financial transactions, and ensure the US remains competitive with other countries developing their own central bank digital currencies. As of now, the US is researching and considering the potential benefits and challenges of introducing a digital dollar with no official launch date announced yet. Before we continue, I'd like to mention that it is the responsibility of the regulatory bodies, the Federal Reserve and the Office of the Controller of Currency, to ensure the protection of consumers and also to ensure economic stability. We're discussing the impact the adoption of the US digital dollar will have on our customers. There are benefits, there are also potential concerns. And one of the benefits is convenience. I mean, one of the aim of the central bank digital currency innovation is to enhance the efficiency of processes by facilitating quicker transaction processing, eliminating intermediaries, and also quicker settlement. So it will enhance customer experience by providing a quicker way, a better way of, performing their banking. One of the example is the instant transfer. Currently, customers can only perform internal and external transfers through the use of third-party app, which most times are not instant. So the adoption of the US digital dollar will enhance that process because there will be the elimination of intermediaries, elimination of bureaucracy of processes such as the clearinghouse, cross-border intermediaries, cash activities, insurance, and all that. It will lead to reduced costs to the customer, enhanced security because we'll be using the blockchain encryption technology. There will be enhanced protection of customer data, leading to enhanced security. Financial inclusion. PNC is actively expanding. Currently, we're present in just 28 states in the United States. Adoption of the US digital dollar, we enhance our presence in the potential states that we've not built our physical presence, and also enhance the appreciation of our financial products and services. Potential concerns, privacy issues. Although we mentioned earlier that the encryption of the blockchain technology will provide protection, and because transaction will also be processed in the public ledger, there is the concerns of privacy issues. Cyber security. There's the issue of cybersecurity. This is an evolving technology. It's fraught with uncertainties, and because we'll be partnering with blockchain technology, big tech companies, and all that, it can expose the customer to cybersecurity issues, the digital literacy issues. This is an evolving technology, and PNC has quite a good number of conventional customers. Digital literacy issue will pose a problem, on the adoption of the US digital dollar. Let's discuss now the impact the adoption of the US digital dollar will have on PNC Bank in the financial industry on process optimization and efficiency. We've discussed a little bit about this before. The aim of the US digital dollar is to eliminate intermediaries and bureaucracies that exist in the traditional system and optimize the process and enhance efficiency. 2, cost effectiveness reduces costs from cash handling activities, transaction settlements, physical infrastructure maintenance, and etc. Enhanced digital banking services and offerings. The US digital currency can offer instant person-to-person funds transfers because it will facilitate transaction settlements, quicker transaction settlements, and eliminate intermediaries that already exist. Currently, person-to-person transfers of most banks in the US, including PNC, can only be done through third-party apps or partnerships. Security. There has been heightened customer data breach since the partnerships with big techs and some fintech companies. The US digital currency will enhance customer information security by leveraging the encryption in the blockchain technology. Regulatory changes. This is both positive and also has the downside of it. There will be engagements and collaborations and trainings with the regulatory bodies to understand the changes in regulations that will support the flexibility of the innovation of these processes. And there is also uncertainty in the regulatory changes, both within the United States and across border in the adoption of the US digital dollar. The US has not yet is still experimenting in the adoption of this dollar. And there are other countries like the Chinese and the European countries are fast ahead of the US in implementing the adoption of the US digital dollar. So the US dollar is currently wide accepted. If the other currencies stamp their dominance in the global stage, it will affect the adoption of the US digital dollar and its value in the global stage. Changes in customer. The adoption of the US digital dollar will come up with innovation. And like I said before, we're in the digital era. So the adoption of the US digital dollar will capture more the cutting edge customers who are interested in cutting edge technologies, who are interested in a more innovative way of doing things, and increase competition. There will be entrants into the market by fintech companies, other banks, other financial, services, and that will be increased competition in the market, increased innovations. Yes, the banking system or the banking environment the financial environment is very dynamic and very evolving. There will be, innovations and increase improvements in rolling out financial services and products to meet up, changing customer expectations. For customer and client adaptation, this is just like the benefits, is related to the benefits, and we've discussed some of this before: efficiency and speed, lowering transaction costs, global reach, innovative financial products, growing preference for digital solutions resonates with the tech savvy generation. Plan for action. In order for us to prepare for the adoption of the digital dollar and also successfully implement the adoption, there has to be an upgrade of technology infrastructure to scalability and to support digital dollar transactions. We'll have to train staff and equip them with the necessary skills and knowledge to adopt the innovations that comes with the US digital dollar. Regulatory engagements, we have to collaborate with the regulatory bodies and also comply to the regulations in the regulatory bodies to mitigate risks from evolving uncertain things. I'll always want to be abreast of what is happening in not just the regulations in the US, but also in other countries where we have, business relations, to be able to mitigate any potential regulatory uncertainties. Customer education to enable awareness and enhance customer appreciation of the US. They say knowledge is power. This cannot be overemphasized. In order to increase customer appreciation and adoption of this innovation, we'll have to create awareness. We'll have to educate the customers of what to look out for, of how to navigate, or how to use this in their transaction processing, and everything about the benefits, what it means. Their understanding of this product will enhance the appreciation and usage and successful adoption. Collaborating with fintech companies, especially those in blockchain technology, to enhance innovation and interoperability. This is an evolving technology, so we have to collaborate with blockchain technology for continuous improvements of our systems, our technology, and also to make sure that we are ahead, and not just being ahead, or we are ahead of meeting up with cutting edge innovations, and we having a competitive advantage as well. In order to strengthen our confidence in the adoption of the US digital dollar, let's analyze our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and the threats that exist. We'll start with the strengths. One is the customer base. PNC Bank is present in 28 states with 2,300 branch networks and ATMs, and has a large, diverse customer base. Expansions. PNC Bank is actively expanding. The acquisition of the BBVA further strengthens its expansions both locally and internationally. Brand reputation. Our brand reputation for innovation strengthens our confidence in the digital era. Technology advancement. PNC is one of the leaders in the digital banking. This gives us an advantage in the US digital dollar adoption. Let's go over to the weaknesses. Large conventional customer base. PNC Bank was established in 1845. It has a good number of conventional customers who may resist to change from the traditional system. Cybersecurity issues. Central bank digital currencies are vulnerable to cyber attacks and threats, such as hacking, social engineering, etc. Technology risks. Disruptions due to system integrations may occur. Potential upgrade challenges and system failures. I've had a first-hand experience in the integration, in the technology integration in the previous place of employment, and it was a lot of challenges. And because this is involving technology also, it may lead to a lot of technology risk. Cost of technology and infrastructure upgrades, personal trainings, customer awareness campaigns, risk mitigation, etc. may be too high. Privacy concerns. This may raise privacy issue or transaction exposure concerns as transactions are recorded in public ledger. Market risks. There may be market uncertainties and fluctuations which affect acceptance. Global risks. Risks from low acceptance of the US digital currency, both in the domestic and international environment, especially if the digital yuan and the euro succeed in establishing dominance. Over to opportunities. Advantage of being a pilot bank for the US digital dollar experiment gives PNC a first mover advantage and opportunity. Yes, we all know that the New York Fed listed PNC Bank as one of the 9 financial services institution, along with the Federal Reserve, that is currently experimenting on and researching on the US digital dollar. This gives PNC an advantage for early adoption. Market leadership. Early adoption of the US digital dollar may give PNC a competitive advantage in the digital financial environment. Launching the US digital dollar will enable the design of innovative financial products and services to attract potential customers and financial inclusion. Cost threats. Regulatory delays and uncertainties. Like we said before, the Federal Reserve and the Office of the Comptroller of Currency is currently researching and experimenting on the digital dollar, but they are slow in implementing its innovation or implementing its adoption or the processes for its adoption because they want the buy-in of the government and the law authorities. They have stated that they cannot proceed without seeing that the digital dollar maintains the attributes of the fiat currency. So if the other countries, like we mentioned before, are able to establish their dominance in the global financial world before the US digital dollar, this can affect the adoption of the US digital dollar and its value in the global market. Domestic and international competitions. Okay, just like we discussed, is related to what we have already discussed. If other, there may be competitions because other countries are also coming up with their own digital currencies. And although the US dollar is widely accepted, if other countries are able to establish their dominance before or other currencies are able to establish their dominance, it will affect the value of the US digital dollar, which will lead to competitions, which will lead to a lot of uncertainties, and which will lead to also, issues of its acceptance both locally and internationally. And also the adoption of this digital dollar will come up with a lot of innovations leading to a lot of financial services innovation. You see companies, new financial innovative companies coming up. You see fintech companies, you see other banks innovating, so that will both locally and internationally, and there will be a lot of competitions. Technology disruptions, like we discussed before, integrating a system caused with uncertainties and technology disruptions. And because this is an evolving technology that we've not understood or that it takes yet, it may come with a lot of technology disruptions. Regulatory uncertainties, because it's an evolving technology, we've discussed this before, because the regulatory bodies are trying to understand this. How do we, encourage the innovation of this, and at the same time ensure that there is economic stability and consumer protection, there are a lot of uncertainties. We don't know what the regulatory, but locally and international regulations might come up with. Cyber threats. We already discussed this before. That comes up with a lot of cyber threats. Just like technology is advancing, cyber threats are advancing as well. Recommendations, customer segmentations. Understanding the impact on the different customer segments and tailoring services that meet their expectations will help a lot. PNC Bank deals with retail customers, corporate customers, institutions, and small businesses. Segmenting these customers and understanding the impact the US digital dollar will have on the services that these customers deal with will help. Just like small businesses, encouraging and letting them know that the adoption of these digital dollars will enhance their business processing, the transaction settlements, both locally and internationally, will enhance their appreciation of the products, and also showing them how the how it is used, what the impact, educating them, carrying them along will help a lot in enhancing their appreciation of these products. Technology innovation, continuous improvement initiatives into blockchain technology, artificial intelligence will enhance the US digital dollar understanding and mitigate uncertainties. Continuous monitoring of customer behaviors, adoptions, demographic shifts, and security threats will enhance the appreciation of the US digital dollar. We've discussed this before. There will be a change in customer shifts because the potential cutting edge customers will be attracted to this innovation more than the conventional customers. Understanding this will enhance, tailoring services and products that will meet each customer needs. Survey into domestic and international competition will give an insight into strategic solutions. Strategic partnership with fintech will enhance PNC advantage. Engagement with regulatory bodies and awareness of cross-border regulations and potential uncertainties will help mitigate potential risks and enable strategic planning. In conclusion, the quick and strategic action by the US regulatory bodies is very crucial to ensure that the digital dollar can effectively compete on the global stage and maintain its dominance in the international economy. PNC Bank in turn must prepare for this transition, collaborating with regulatory frameworks and engaging in comprehensive strategic planning and partnerships to embrace the digital dollar successfully. As the digital currency landscape evolves, PNC Bank's ability to adapt, innovate, and lead in this new domain will be crucial for its continued success and growth. By proactively preparing for the introduction of the digital dollar, PNC Bank can position itself as a forward-thinking leader in the banking industry, ready to meet the demands of a digitally driven future. Thank you.